So yeah, it's a while away from your port of call,
Yeah.
but at long last you have returned with your hull full of ore and everything.
All right.
Back to the kind of shitty town that is Ketris.
I'm gonna tell Doomy to start selling, and I'm gonna go say hi to Mitch.
Going to say hi to Midge.
No.
All right. So I'm pretty sure last time I was in this city, I got held up at knife point twice.
Did you? Oh yeah, yeah.
That's right.
One from
yeah.
Kate, I think.
Kate and Captain Dreadlocks.
No, that wasn't in this city. That
Was
was
that a different city?
yeah, that was someplace else. I'm pretty sure that was while you were in Gray Harbor.
Oh yeah, because we had
He was around.
the
we
the
were
Mormon
doing the-
golden plates.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he yoinked some of your stuff.
Any ships in harbor in the harbor that we know?
I mean, notable ships.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that question. Not gonna get held up at knife point again.
There are kind of like the opposite, actually. There seem to be relatively few ships in port. Notably, you don't see any Arnaki military vessels.
Oh, there was a
At least-
bunch here
at
last
least
time.
none-
Recruiting peeps.
There was, yeah. But there are none now. At least none flying flags.
They're probably doing their shenanigans.
Those military types, they love doing their shenanigans. Okay, so yeah, Doomy is going to go and sell the ore, and do the quartermaster stuff. Where are the rest of you going? Are you gonna cart the stuff over to the Grinning Jester for Dio?
I'm gonna go see Mitch first.
Gonna go see Mitch. All right,
I guess I will also go see Midge.
Mr. Dibbs, are you coming as well?
I believe I will. She's a good old midge.
Stop in the market and get some food for her, of course.
I think maybe I'll even give her a sugar cube.
Give old Mitch some sugar.
Yeah, give her some sugar and then a cube. Two separate things.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you go over to where old Midge's hut is. You walk out there and do. You see her dog out front, and kind of like just sort of sits outside as you approach, and instead of normally like going inside, when you come up, he just sort of sits outside and sort of tongue lolling out, and kind of like looks back over his shoulder into the hut, and then just like back up at you and goes, "Ruff."
Does he let me pet him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knock on the door, I guess.
You knock on the door. There is no response.
Oh, is Mitch dead?
She's pretty old.
Are the mercenaries getting everyone that we know?
I mean, there's no Arnaki vessels here, right?
Nope.
Everything seems pretty normal.
Hmm.
No, that can't be. She's definitely in a prison and only here.
Fuck. We gotta go back.
With all the other named NPCs in the campaign somehow.
Dio.
Um,
I'm gonna go in then.
okay, so you open the door and sort of step inside. You feel kind of like a weird sensation come over you as you step through the door frame. Kind of like a shiver, but nothing overt seems to happen. The inside is seemingly like most of there's still some of the stuff like hanging out down from the ceiling, but a lot of it seems to have been like taken down and like packed up seemingly.
Oh, she went on vacation.
Whoa.
And as you kind of like step inside, her dog sort of stands up and walks a little ways away and like sort of turns around and looks at you and goes, "Ruff."
Trouble at the well, boy?
Midgie in the well? Sure. I'll follow. In fact, I'll probably just go ahead and cast Beast Friend and talk to him.
Okay.
Be like, what's up, dog?
Hello. Master is not home.
Where is she?
She is at the camp. There
Is
were
there-
people. She left to be safe.
Do you know where? Do you know how to get it? Like where she is?
Yes.
Can you take us to her?
Yes.
Okay.
She saw the smart man. Then people.
Smart man. Okay. I think I'll
Smells
just let
funny.
it explain.
Okay. I show you.
Sure. Oh, I'll tell Tara and Dibs.
Woof 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 woof. Yeah, so he will lead you. How long does Beast Friend last? I guess I can check.
How long? What?
10 minutes. Okay, so he leads you away from the hut and further into the city. And kind of weaving through here, he brings you down to like the riverside, and let's see, what is that? Yeah, you probably would. Beast Friend probably would have ran out by the time you
Yeah.
got there.
If he seems like he wants to say something, I'll recast it.
I mean, he just like gets over to like this point here and does like the sort of point thing across the river, but then sort of continues down this way.
At the
Dog
grinning
point.
monster.
Yes, or at least sort of over towards where it is. Do you want to give me a notice roll if you're sort of looking over there?
Sure. I got an 8.
An 8. So there's like a smaller building a little bit closer to the shoreline from the Grinning Jester, but looking beyond that, the roof of the coffee shop seems to be damaged. There are like some of the shingles are like blackened.
I'm gonna go ahead and have Paul fly over and scout it out.
You send Paul up and Oregon to him.
Yeah, I'll have him fly over the river and just kind of like see
Yeah.
if he can see anything more.
Have Paul give me a notice roll.
5.
All right. So the building looks like it had been burnt. There are broken windows. There is pretty severe like structural damage in certain parts. It's still standing, but it looks like there was a fire. It was pretty severe. And the front door also appears to have been like broken down. And it's just left there. Looks like it. I mean, the fire is definitely thoroughly put out, and honestly, it looks like it happened a while ago,
Okay.
like
Um,
days at least.
I guess, is the dog still like leading us, or?
Yep, he's leading you down the way here.
Yeah. Okay.
You continue to follow. Are you going to mention this to your companions?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like we would have stopped, and I'm like, okay, go check it out, Paul. Come back, report.
Yeah. Okay.
Something funky's going on. Are there people in Tetris, like in the streets and?
Yeah, there's people around. Seems business as usual.
Like normal. Okay.
Yep.
It's not like a deserted town.
Oh, I forgot to mention, you have literally seen no one except for this dog.
So, deserted town.
Yeah, so you continue to follow old Midge's dog.
I just sent a picture of Doomy in like the ship provision hall, just like, hello, ding 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 ding, hello.
No, there is people. It seems business as usual, except for your contacts. So yeah, the dog leads you over past the bridge onto the little peninsula here and into the western side of town, which you haven't really gone to all that much. I think you went down to the Singing Salmon one time, but that's pretty much it. And heads through the more rundown western area, out to like the edge of town where the roads break off into like sort of winding trails in the trees. And continues to lead you down into the woods.
Into the woods.
After a couple more minutes of walking, you when you all give me notice rolls.
Five,
I got a 6.
unless penalty.
Nope. Well, yes, eye patch.
3.
3 without penalty, so
It's a -1. All right.
-1.
So what did you get, Robin?
I got a 6 and Paul got a 4.
Okay, so Robin, as you guys walk through, you're noticing there are definitely like people watching you from around, like in the trees and stuff. You catch a glimpse of one of their faces. It appears to be a young Karite man. Just seem to be watching and trailing you a little bit. You get your way up to a slightly more like rocky sort of outcropping a little bit above the forest, and round a corner into this little gully where there is a small camp. Seems like a semi-permanent camp set up with some like sort of tent slash treehouse type things, and this big like central fireplace where there are a couple of like benches and sitting stones and stuff circled around, and underneath a like a tarp sort of near the fire with a bunch of stuff sort of splayed out around her is old Midge sitting in her chair. Literally looks like she was picked up from her hut and put down over here.
Marvelous.
And as you sort of come into the camp, she sort of smiles her wrinkly old grandma smile and says, "Oh, hello there, children. It's been some time since I've seen you."
Apparently, a lot has happened.
Oh yes, much has happened. I am glad that I had my friend here checking my residence. And
Would have been very difficult to
I
find
hope
you otherwise.
that someone who needed me might be able to find me. Well, come, sit by the fire.
Yeah, sit by the fire.
Tell me.
So this is just like Robin Hood, right? She's
Yeah.
just the Friar Tuck of.
Yeah, there's a couple of Karaites. I mean, like, it doesn't strike you as like the most secretive thing. Like, it is known that Karaites live around the city of Ketris. They have burned the city down on multiple occasions. Currently, there is something of a truce between the citizens and any local Karaites, but you know, the citizenry have seen that it's probably best not to try and slaughter all of them. It's just not worth the effort.
It's just
Anyways.
legitimately taxing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like not yet. We'll get there.
Yeah, there's a
It's more of
stalemate.
a slow death through modernization and industrial capacity.
Right. They're fine until you find oil under their ground.
Yeah.
The best strategy, really. Yeah, so yeah, there's a couple of Karaites kind of wandering around the camp. They seem to accept that you're here to see old Midge and pay you little mind. Yeah, so she says, "Well, what brings you to see me?"
I brought you food.
Oh, thank you, dear. She will take it. I suppose you are curious as to why I am taking a short vacation with my relatives here.
I mean, we didn't want to be rude, but yes.
Well, there was...
Also, your dog said something about a smart man, and Dio's shop is burned down. So
Oh yes, that kind gentleman who runs the coffee shop. He stopped by my residence. What would it have been? Probably 3 or 4 weeks ago now. He seemed to be in something of a rush. Had a woman with him.
a weird woman who didn't say anything and looked like had a glassy look to her eye.
No, it was a Dracian woman, dark skin, dreadlocks.
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
No, Pfizer, not Pfizer. That sounds like Pfizer, right?
Be right back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blackheart Kate, she is Valish.
Yes. Well, she's kind of
Does not have
mixed
dreadlocks.
race,
Okay, she's definitely not Dracian with dreadlocks.
but she's not Dracian with dreadlocks. She is fairly white and blonde.
And not friends with Dio as far as we know of.
No, as far as
No.
you know. Um, and she says, he gave me something to give to you if you to stop by. And she kind of like sort of slowly sorts through her things to retrieve it as she's saying it. As she does that, she says, I he also warned me that there might be some unsavory individuals poking around, so I decided that I would, well, make myself a little more secure for the time being until things go through. I don't exactly want to deal with any young ruffians in my old age. I've left those days behind. So she eventually sort of pulls out a letter and hands it over to probably Robin is closest. Sealed letter.
I'll open it in a bit. I want to let her continue her story about what happened.
That's pretty much it. She says, I kept my loyal friend here watching my house, and I did see a couple of suspicious young men come by to look around.
You don't know what they look like?
Well, they were clad in reds and grays. They had armor and masks that obscured their face. They looked
Palomar.
like hired killers to me.
Is that I don't know the actual name. The Fire Emblem people that you fired.
The Ajmarati.
Al-Majrai? The mercenaries?
You getting there? Is that their uniform?
The Maserati.
The Maseratis.
My Maserati does what it finds.
As far as you know, they don't have like a set uniform.
I lost my license. Now
They got colors though, right?
They have like an emblem. Which I haven't. If I thought of one, I don't remember it right now.
Okay.
We probably wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
What
the emblem is. You can barely
it's
remember
clearly
their name.
the fire emblem, right?
All right. Open up the letter. See what it says.
Okay. All right. So, it says to my to my associates. The visit with our powerful friends went a little differently than I anticipated. They seemed to have some additional information and were not quite as willing to negotiate as initially expected. I have been forced to relocate for the time being to the city of Varkalish.
Oh God, they have both teeth. They have 2 teeth now, right? That's got to be what they were looking for in the city of Salt and Ash.
Excuse me,
teeth? Wait, why would they suddenly have 2 teeth? Oh, because they got...
The other one, and his place is burned down.
Well, that doesn't mean it sounds like he knew this was coming and bookied.
The end of the letter is it just look for me there. We will find each other. No specific location.
All right.
Oh God, we have to tell the crew there's no payday.
God damn it.
Well, also slight addendum. P.S.
I
If
turned
you-
the paper over, like, oh, okay.
P.S. If you wish to look through my, if you wish to look through the, no doubt, ruins of my shop, I would appreciate the recovery of any of my items there. Just be warned, several of my defenses have been activated, and it may be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
We'll
like
get
fun.
through them.
Yeah, we better do that. I mean, I bet he has some cool shit down there.
So,
Or-
Midge, what do you have for talismans lately?
She says, "Oh, I not quite as many as I normally have. I had to all the excitement recently. It's been hard to focus while all these youngsters are about, but I have enough. What are you looking for?"
Whatever you got.
You're gonna make me do this.
Healing specifically. But...
Yeah, she has a couple of healing talismans. Let's see here. Two normal healing talismans and one healing talisman with a raise.
Oh, with a raise. Oh, 5 power points? Or...
Oh wait, no, that's not a thing. That's for the potions. I mean, with 10 power points.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking potions for some reason. She has a. She probably has an object reading talisman. 5 power points. So she has
Yeah, I'll buy that.
It's just so handy.
Yeah. It is a power that I wish I could just learn.
She has a deflection talisman. Probably not super useful to you guys. It's a obscure talisman.
What's obscure?
Like of the spell obscure. Oh, the dark one.
Oh,
Light
okay.
dark.
Oh, okay.
Is it called something else?
It's darkness.
Okay, yeah.
I think obscure
The
is a
fantasy
modifier.
companion table, which is what I used for this, is the old edition. So
Okay. Yeah, obscure is a modifier that gives you +1 to stealth.
yeah, no, it's light dark talisman.
Okay.
Both varieties.
Maybe it would be nice to
Light
light,
and dark.
light for once. Just cast dark sight.
Yeah, that's probably all she has for talismans.
Alright, I'll take the 3 healing ones.
She also has a couple of smite oils, of course. If you're looking to restock on those.
How much are the talismans for PowerPoint?
It's 125 for the 5 power point ones and twice that.
Does she have any bones I can buy?
She does have bones.
Buy as
talking about? Give me all of your bones.
I don't use my fucking money.
She has a total of 700 marks worth of bones. If you okay, that's it's like it's a big old like bag of bones.
I'll take it.
Someone's watching us just go into the woods, come back an hour later with a big bag.
I bought it from the old witch in the woods.
Well, so no, you went in with a dog and came out with a bag full of bones. Way more than a single dog's worth of bones. So.
Oh, that's probably actually like less weird then.
Yeah.
We just went out and killed our dog.
Or
Yeah.
went
And
hunting.
then melted it down and stripped the flesh from the bones.
Still pretty weird.
And then kept the bones.
Pretty weird. Yeah, so anything else you want to buy from Old Mitch? Smite oils, Mr. Dibbs. She has.
Did you add those two that I gave you? This is from the girls' bandolier.
Oh, okay. They were both fire smite, yeah. They were regular, but they all have AP2. Or they both have AP2, I guess.
Yeah, potion of speed.
It is quickness. It has the quickness modifier, so it negates 1 point of or one minus 2 multi-action. And it lasts for 5 rounds.
That's it.
She has 3. One of them is a fire smite. Regular. And there is a darkness smite with a raise. And then an ordinary like acid smite. Mitch raking in the big bucks. I'm pretty sure like just your purchases alone can like fund her retirement. Like she was like making do until you came by, and now you're basically just like all of her income.
That's why she's so happy to see us all.
Yeah, she loves you guys. Also, you know, you bring her food and stuff.
Yeah, also, whatever.
Basically, like if your like grandma in the retirement home also like made drugs for you.
Yeah, grandma doesn't need all her Percocet, so I just go by, hang out with her, chill, and she splits it with me.
I mean, she still makes you pay like $50 for it, but you know, she
Yeah,
couldn't
no,
even-
it's not free.
Grandma never gives up the hustle.
Grandma needs her bingo money.
Yeah.
That's where I learned it from. Sorry, grandson, you want the drug? You gotta pay.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I mostly just buy bones for my grandma.
Weird bones.
I buy like occult shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to show her the elf in a bottle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She might know what the fuck is up with that. Oh, excuse me, but I wonder if you could look at this.
Almost
What do
certainly
you think
be.
of it? Don't open it.
Let's see here. So she looks at it and says, interesting. Kids, where did this come from?
I convinced an elf to be a blood sacrifice, and then I tried to sever his connection to wherever elves go when they die, and re-congeal. And it kind of worked, I think. And I ended up with this misty cloth. It was a mistborn elf, so I think it matches.
Mitch
And
is Kershaw, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's cool with this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she does like a soft cackle as you.
I didn't even consider the cultural implications there.
And she says, "Well, that's quite inventive, the truth here. Are ways of capturing an elf soul for sacrifice. I think the method you used was a little more imprecise than proper rituals, but
I never really heard of someone doing that. I just wanted to try.
it seems as though you were partially successful. This is a fragment of an immortal soul.
What can I do with it?
Well, things, the potential for its destruction still exists. It would be a useful token in a trade involving life and death, although not enough to bring someone back from the dead.
Enough to free someone from potential bondage.
Perhaps, if the ritual was performed correctly, it would be. I can't say for sure how one would go about that. You could also use it as a bartering chip to get something from the elf in question, or the elves in general. Although, she kind of goes like, might be kind of risky. Although it seems as though you've already had dealings with their kind based off of this.
Too many.
Then you are wise. Those who seek to deal more than twice with an elf are truly mad.
Shit. I have an ongoing deal with one. I forgot about that. I was fucking.
Awkward.
I have his mail.
Not to mention, we went to go see the elf because an elf told us to.
Yeah, this is kind of like third deal almost.
We're wiser,
Yeah,
not wise.
definitely not wise.
Yeah.
But if you were wise, this campaign would have ended a long time ago.
We would have just been trading the whole time.
Yep, you'd have
Back
earned
and
enough
forth,
money
back
to
and forth.
buy a nice house, and then you would have built a trading empire. But no, you're here now instead, and you've made a deal with an elf to go into on a suicide mission within a year's time, or else something bad.
It's not suicide.
I
Not
got
unless
a
we
piece of
die.
an
It's
elf
a
soul.
suicide mission. You can survive one of those. All right. Anything else for Old Midge?
Yeah. I got that girl, the alchemist girl we killed. I
Mhm.
got all her books and her like knives and her pouches. I assume that's all alchemy stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna show them to Midge. Do you know what this is? Are these useful?
Oh yes. Well, notes it seems from an enterprising alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they seem well enough written. Nothing that I haven't seen in my time.
What about the pouches? Are they just ingredients or?
Oh yes, I could do with using some of these.
Yeah, you can have them. Also, she had some
Well,
knives
that's
and
not
stuff I
nice
think
of
she
you.
used for it. You can have those too.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Oh,
Very
you told
kind.
me about my elf in a bottle. I think that's a pretty cheap trade.
Seems a fair trade, yes.
And that's all for me.
All right. So,
Oh, but I do want to keep the book.
yeah,
Because that was like kind of a journal-y thing, right?
sort of, yeah. It's not super well composed, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
keep that.
All right. So yeah, as you leave the Karite camp, you Midge kind of the hand to raise and says, "All right, be safe. Have fun storming the castle." Um,
Bye.
she says,
Have fun storming the castle.
"If you return after a short period of time, I will likely still be here, but I intend to eventually move back into my hut when I feel that it is secure again.
Hmm.
All this fresh air is getting a little bit tiresome."
It is quite open.
Hmm.
She's just in the middle of the woods, right?
Yeah, well, it's in kind of like a Robin Hood-esque camp
Yeah.
of Karites, but yeah.
I kind of like it, but I suppose you're used to your shop.
These old bones are accustomed to dust and darkness.
Mm-hmm. Good old dusty darkness. Good friends of the elderly.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so you guys head back out of the forest.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was I'm glad I thought to show that cloth,
Yeah.
her
Actually,
cloth to Midge.
knew what it was.
Yeah, I bet once we show Dio, we could come up with a plan on maybe using it to break that girl out.
Yeah.
He knows
Unfortunately,
a
it
lot
seems
about
Dio
rituals.
is a little bit farther away than you originally expected.
Yeah, can we go back to the world map?
Yeah. So Varkalish is the capital of the cursed, or the Arnaki imperial territories.
Damn it!
Right there.
Damn it! Damn it! Shoot!
So another
well,
shift
before we
voyage
leave-
away, but
Before we leave, I'll ask Midge or maybe some of the other carriers around, like, what's going on in town? There's no Arnaki military presence. That's weird.
just want to like ask around the Karite area. Okay. Give me
If anyone knows anything.
give me a persuasion roll at +2.
5 was my first.
Okay. At least crit fail wasn't your first.
Yeah.
All right. So you you ask around, talk to a couple of the forest dwelling Karaites, and from what they say, it seems like there was a bunch of ships back at around the New Year, when they were doing that like big recruitment thing, and then it's been like uh pretty light ever since then. Like a few passing vessels, but and like I mean the city itself is like it has a garrison and stuff, but yeah, it seems as though the Arnaki fleet is elsewhere at the moment, the majority of it.
What was our Naki fleet?
Could be going after pirates again, but that
I
didn't
say-
work out very well last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost a fleet last time.
Yeah, but one, that's because we were able to give them a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like they have a pretty considered effort this time. Like they're hiring privateers.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I bet Dio would know.
Yeah.
But I would know.
God damn it.
Damn it, Kyle. Why did you go so far away?
We, tr- we sailed directly away from Dio.
If I remember correct, Var College is kind of a hard port to get into, right?
Well, you go through the strait here into Conjar's Cove. You have to go past Dakhan.
I mean, like they're pretty rigorous about like checking ships and stuff.
More so than a lot of the smaller cities like Ketris and Almahir. For I mean, it's the capital. That's where the hierarch is, the sort of person charged by the emperor to govern over the territories here. The big cheese.
What do you guys think?
Not someone I want to meet.
It would take a week to get to Var College. Probably more.
I
why
would
did we
say
go
a
there?
week rounded up.
Okay.
There are also land routes to Varkalish, as you can see on the map here.
Right.
There's a road from Dakhan and Kasave.
Have we been to Varkalish?
At least, I mean, not in this campaign.
Really?
Whether or not you have been there as characters, I feel like if you predominantly go from ship to ship, it's not super likely unless you're on like a merchant vessel. And even then, a lot of times merchant vessels just stop in Dakhan and the goods are put on like a smaller ship or ported along the road. So, yeah.
Federation Navy never made it there.
No. No, they were a long ways away from that.
How far?
They made it down to around here.
Okay.
The Free Isle was a contested area during the war, and that's kind of why all of the like deserters from both sides sort of gravitated to live there.
Gotcha.
They were just
Okay.
sort of in the area.
All right. Well, I don't really want to dock our vessel there if they're going to be annoying bureaucrats about it.
Of course, the Cursed Sea is known for its corruption, so a well-placed bribe can get you just about anywhere, even in the capital. Just means that the bribe might be a little more pricey, depending on where you.
But, I don't know, maybe there's good trade goods we could bring to Varkalish.
Varkalish.
It's gonna take us a while to get the goods, but we can search dials.
Well, we have to sell our goods anyway.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot of profit to be made. We can do all right with rum.
Dawkins also very close.
That's true.
But I'd rather do it in Varkalish because we have business there.
Oh, except for weapons. They will buy weapons for a decent penny in Dawkin. I'm not sure I want to sell weapons to Dawkon because they'll probably be used to shoot at us later.
That is selling weapons to the military, pretty much. Navy.
I mean, then we just go steal them again, right?
Ah, yes. Capitalism.
But yeah,
I played in a campaign based in the 40k universe where we were rogue traders, and we sold a giant shipment of auto guns, like basic guns, to like an armed uprising. And then we went to the planetary governor and like, dude, you have an uprising. Don't worry, we'll send you bolters. And so we sold him bolters, and then we went back to the insurrectionists and sold them tanks.
Getting them on
time.
both ends.
never give up the hustle.
Nope, it's
Yeah.
always about the hustle.
I think just running or to Varkalish.
Yeah,
Or
I'd rather
running
not
from Varkalish.
stop and Dawkin if we don't have to.
Right. Before, or I guess while you are selling and getting more goods in Ketris here, are you going to go and deal with the Grinning Jester situation? Or at least look into that, see if you can salvage anything?
Hell yeah.
All right.
We should go at night and throw up. Just be super quiet about it.
Also, do we want to? Do they have like dry storage that you can like rent out in like in a warehouse?
In Ketris, I don't know if they have anything like.
I don't know if Dio's gonna want to buy like 2 whole units worth of ore or of artifacts and bronze coins and stuff.
It's a lot of just like random crap. Yeah.
Right, while he's like incognito in a different city.
Let's see.
I guess we could pirate it. Just go bury it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no like specific place. I'd say you could probably find some place, but it would not be the most secure. For sure. It would basically just be like a house or building that has a lock, but that like literally anyone could break into if they actually wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're obligated to bury something if we get the opportunity.
No, we
you
should
have-
definitely bury the treasure.
All right.
Buy some nice sturdy chests to put it all in.
Mhm. Have a map commissioned.
Well, Robin can make a map.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I got that.
She's an apprentice
go.
cartographer now.
nice. I was worried we'd have to hire a map maker and then bury the map maker with the treasure.
Yeah.
Please don't bury me.
Okay, well, so do you want to do that before or after you go to the Grinning Jester?
Probably after, so we can add whatever we recover from elsewhere.
Bury any other bulk goods you happen to acquire.
No,
I was
go to the
gonna-
grinning dresser, dig up his stuff, and just put our stuff in the ashes. Bury it
Never
there.
expect.
We buried it in the city.
Urban pirates.
Yeah, like I had like
okay.
you know
So
five or
yeah,
seven,
if we
seven
want
to
to
five
get
viewers watching
sort
with
of
that
like-
raid and whatnot, but then when some of those people
yeah,
started
I think we
streaming
have enough.
themselves,
We have
I
enough
lost the
time to
viewers,
sort
went
of
down
get
to, like,
into a
one
little
or
bit
two,
of
like,
the
"Oh,
grinning
I'm
jester
done. I
stuff.
don't need to kill those average
Sure.
viewers.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom though before we start that, so you guys can
I'll try.
cast spells or
Yeah, no, it's
plan your approach or whatever.
So, do we want to do the whole invisible, sneaky?
I mean, someone was willing to burn down the place of a very powerful man.
Rid of that.
I feel like it's probably best to
Is it shitty
be
out?
invisible about it.
Can
Is it?
And I
can
didn't
I-
see your
can
message,
I have
so
a major
got to
bone
the back door. I
talisman?
was gonna call him and check the door. It was open.
Yeah.
I have.
all good.
Oh no, I do have some still. Yes, you may.
It's just
That's
I think
plus
it's
2?
Once I
It
set that,
ignores
I
2 points
throw
of
my phone
penalty.
to the
Yes.
side, I don't look at
Right,
it until
okay.
I'm driving.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's 5.
I tried to catch
plus
it
3
before you
plus
left.
3.
Yeah, I looked at it. Said sound good. I
11.
threw my phone to the
The
side.
shroud brings it to 12.
But I
And I'll
appreciate
throw
you
a
trying to think.
protect on us.
Think on it.
Probably
Yeah.
arcane protection, considering his traps.
Yeah, also the detect arcana.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we? What's up? We're D'ing up for traps.
We're casting some spells before we go digging in Daya's backyard.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need that for that shit.
Okay, nice. Okay, so we have Detect Arcana and Arcane Protection with a raise.
Okay, we have we're invisible and we have protection plus 6 toughness.
Oh wow.
Nice. Come at us, traps.
Well, don't come at us too hard, but
Right. Light to moderate coming at us.
yes.
probably also no, that's only plus 4. So plus 4 toughness. Yeah, sure, we explode this one. And we can see hella well in the dark.
Hell well.
Hell well.
All right, so you got dark sight. I heard you got toughness.
Invisibility. With the shroud modifier, so plus 1 stealth.
Okay.
And I put up Detect Arcana and Arcane Protection with a raise.
All right.
We can do dibs.
Arcana.
What's that?
So what are you throwing up?
My lunch. Blech. That's all I got. I can't do anymore. I guess I could. These, my swords, my 2 swords. I throw those up in the air.
Where's Paul?
Well, I guess technically I could have Luca going.
I'm going to leave Paul perched on a building outside, looking over the grinning jester.
Okay.
And I'll just be periodically peering through him.
Sounds good. Oh, there's Paul. Come here, Paul. So I'm going to bring you guys over to a map, which is going to be entirely black.
Also, quick question: are parrots like a normal thing around here, or
They are indigenous to the area. I would
Okay.
say it's not like the most normal thing in the world for a parrot just to be like flying around the city, but
right? But it's not like there's a good chance he's gonna get recognized, and I have to like start disguising my parrot.
yeah, it's not like, oh man, there's a parrot there. Call everyone.
That little girl must be around.
The little girl with the parrot.
You know.
You know the one. All right. Just make sure that I'm feeling the right area. Okay. Boom.
Oh god, his place is a lot. Oh, this is the okay. I thought we were already in his basement. I'm like, oh god, this place is huge.
It's expansive. I know. This is outside the front door, which is
Okay.
right here. So as you approach in night, so a couple of hours go by before nightfall. You guys got there in like around late afternoon. So we wait for the sun to set and then stealth the hell up. Are you? I assume you're sneaking, given that you're invisible and you went to all the effort to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me stealth rolls. A
Um,
lot of ya.
in his letter, he mentioned something about the. I forget how he worded it, but we knew. Did we know who he was meeting with?
No, he never. He mentioned it in his previous letter too that he sent to you in Katiros.
Yeah.
But he did not ever like say who they were exactly. Just that they were some powerful people.
Don't forget you put +1 for the stealth, so 4.
I got 4.
Some powerful guests.
This was stealth.
Yep.
Yep.
With +1 from
6.
shadows. 6, 4. 4?
4.
6, 4, 4. All right. So you guys sneak up. You can place Paul wherever you want him to perch on surrounding
Right.
buildings.
That's good. In that corner is fine.
All right. And so yeah, as you approach, you see the kind of the front of the building with the like sort of typical like glass windowed front is the windows are shattered, and one of the doors is kicked in, the other one's kind of like hanging slightly off of the top hinge. The entire area smells like ash. Go ahead and move yourselves how you will. As you are sneaking up, seemingly quite stealthily.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Form up.
Stack up on the door.
Oh, I'm up.
And then just walk in.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm on
So-
the page.
The
Oh,
the entry room is
Wow, I hope that's
a
paint.
mess. It does. I mean, it could be paint.
They spilled their red paint everywhere.
Maybe it's
Some sort of
jelly.
horrifying redecorating accident.
There's several like scorch marks, blood, pieces of like the timber from the ceiling have fallen down on the bar area. There's just like random scraps of stuff. This is a door that is probably just a doorway, actually.
Is there any coffee?
You search around.
you need a fix.
You do not see any coffee in the immediate vicinity of here that is like not unspoiled. However, on one of this, sort of like on the timbers here, you do see a severed arm.
No, I'm not looking for like brewed.
Like coffee grounds.
Yeah, that I can take back to the ship. And
Okay,
make
yeah.
coffee.
So
If there were, there are dark roasts
looking
now.
around, you don't see any right here. You do see a severed arm right here, just kind of like sitting amidst the rubble. Also, give me a notice roll.
Free arm.
So you continue searching through the wreckage for coffee, presumably.
15.
Okay.
Really
So-
want that coffee.
First thing, you do spot a couple of bags of ground coffee under the bar here that seem to be pretty much relatively unharmed. There is also a body over here, sort of like buried in the timber and the rubble from the like collapse and like a couple of other like pieces of broken furniture and stuff. And with your 15, you see that it is most definitely Adeline, Dio's.
Hollow.
Dio's hollow.
Oh,
Okay, I put the coffee beans in the area that would be quick.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out for the last half.
I said I put the coffee grounds at a place that'd be easy to grab if we had to run real quick.
Okay. You can just like put them up on the bar.
Yeah.
Just like the temple. Just have a pile of loot at the door.
Stack the loot up.
And then grab what you can on the way out.
Mr. Dips, looking down this hallway, you see there's more blood.
of course there is.
What about down this doorway?
This is sort of like a food and like prep room, kind of like the kitchen.
Anything good in here?
It seems to have been pretty thoroughly like ransacked and destroyed. There are a couple of like maybe a handful of like fine porcelain plates that were not like 3 out of an entire set. Racked up. There is a bottle of rum still on the shelf that is undamaged.
Nice.
Put that
Tara,
with the coffee.
are you standing out here? Or
I'm
are you
gonna,
moving?
I grabbed that
sweep-
rum. As soon as you
I'm
said
gonna
that,
sweep
I went and
the
got it.
I'm gonna sweep the bar, just looking for anything interesting, and then I'm gonna go check that body
Okay. The body.
of Adelaide.
Okay.
Adelaide.
So as you sort of like move over there, you sort of lean over and her eyes are open.
Oh.
And also as you reach out and close her eyes, they open again, and her head kind of like turns.
Oh, you're a
slightly.
hollow. Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought you were dead.
Welcome to the Grinning Jester.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I think we're closed.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back another time. You rest.
Do I know how much faculties hollows have? Like,
I mean,
clearly not all
You've,
there right
you've
now.
talked to her before. Like, she's definitely of the conversations, not like super there, but she remembered you after a while and
Okay.
seemed. I feel like she's probably the only Hollow you've interacted with like much. Like you've fought some.
Her and the other guy.
Yeah, Bertrand.
Bernard. Yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah.
It might be. I think it's Bernard actually. Yeah. Yeah, they're both kind of similar in demeanor.
Sure, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Hey, Bernard is an important character.
He is.
Okay. Do
Who
you
the fuck
know
is
that
Bernard?
the Grinning Jester is more or less destroyed, and Dio has left?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. Do you know where Dio went?
No.
Okay. Do you know who burned down the Grinning Jester?
Some men came and they wanted to see Dio,
Mm-hmm.
Master Dio, and Master Dio told them that they needed an appointment, and they tried to attack, so I killed them. And some more fighting came up, and I got trapped under here.
Oh, is she currently trapped?
Yeah, she's like pinned
Under
under.
a timber, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
this would be it. Come here. we should get her untrapped.
Yeah. How big is this timber?
it's
I mean, she's trapped under it.
a significant. Yeah, like it would definitely require a strength check. Mr. Dibbs, it might be difficult for you to lift by yourself.
What if we use a
I'll
rope
help.
and maybe a
Don't
rafter?
fear.
Well, maybe not advisable given the state of the structural integrity to use a rafter.
All right. Let's
I'll
heave and
assist.
hoe.
All right. So, Mr. Dibbs, give me a strength roll. If anyone who's assisting may.
Oh yeah. Get my weedy
Oh.
little arms in on this.
Oh, oh,
7.
she's got the mother's adrenaline rush going on.
I
17.
got a 3.
17.
So I got a 7.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
Yeah, so-
dun, 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 dun,
What'd you get,
dun.
Robin? Or sorry, what'd you get, Kara?
3.
3.
Okay, so here's what happens. Mr. Dibbs, you are doing most of the lifting. Robin is surprisingly helpful. Maybe, she's lower to the ground, so she's able to, get her weight under it a little more.
I was like, Brace,
Um,
you're gonna be a fulcrum.
Yeah, no, she's doing great. Tara, you're doing the thing where you're kind of, holding it, but you're not actually really, lifting. You're just
You
kind
have
of,
hands on it.
pretending. Yeah, you have hands on it.
Yeah.
It's they seem to pretty much have it, so it's fine.
The angle's not good for me.
Just yelling pivot.
And you are able to offload the rubble
That's a crit
from
fail.
her enough that she kind of sits up very stiffly. You actually hear a audible spinal crackle
Oh,
as she gets upright. She is messed up.
Can you
Like-
can you heal a hollow?
okay. She can ignore 2 wounds. I don't know if it'll
Okay,
matter.
well, yeah, she definitely has at least 2 wounds.
Well,
One of-
wait. Before you start playing, I'm gonna say we're trying to be stealthy. Also, we're
It's-
invisible this whole time.
Yeah,
It's
She's
super
just
quiet.
talking to invisible people.
the music will foil your stealth in
Oh, that's
the short area.
why she didn't say anything when we were already here. She was like, nobody's here.
No,
I
Yeah,
she didn't
forgot.
know you were there until you touched her.
I'm playing really
I
quiet.
closed her eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's just like, oh, hello.
How was that?
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
so
way to be observant, Captain.
super messed up. One of her legs is totally crushed. It looks like she was shot probably at least a dozen times, probably a few times by a shotgun. A lot of her torso is riddled with bullets, and there's this sort of vaguely sort of greenish yellow ooze sort of seeping out of her various injuries.
Well, I don't know if it helps, but I was able to cure 2 wounds as well.
It does not seem to work. It works a little bit, but not very well.
Like maybe
Oh,
some
man,
blood
like-
stops.
Our
It's
doc's
kind of
gonna
like
love
a
it.
half patch job.
Mm-hmm.
She's not fully alive, and the healing doesn't fully help.
Yep.
Basically,
So I wasn't sure if it would.
it seems to stop a lot of the ooze from flowing out.
Okay,
So that's probably good.
yeah.
it's a win.
That's a
Dude.
100% win in my book.
Um,
Take
So-
the run.
So we're bringing her back to the dial, right?
Yeah, sure.
so as
Because our,
she-
our doctor is gonna love this.
He's probably worked on That's probably med school 101. Like, hey, here's a hollow.
Right.
No,
that's not
he's
good.
old
That's not
enough
the
that he probably hollows
hollows
probably
are
didn't
pretty new.
exist when he went to med school. Yeah.
Whatever
Um,
med school is in this world.
Yeah. So she kind of sits up and says, "I'm sorry, I cannot assist you very much. I am damaged."
It's okay. Do you know if Dio had valuables, where they would be, and are you willing to tell me?
Are you are you're friends of Dio, right?
Tara Najar.
I
Is it
I
Robin?
your
He
voice.
always orders rum at the coffee shop, no matter what time of day it is.
I think Dio is not here. I think he left. Otherwise, he would have come to tell me that the store is closed.
Yeah, he left.
I think that it's okay if you take them to bring to him.
Oh, do we have that letter?
Yeah.
The letter Dio.
I'll just give her that letter, or I'll. Do her arms work?
Uh, yeah.
Do
more or
her
less.
arms work? That's a
That
mean
arm
question.
isn't hers, is it?
No, she has both her arms.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, I'll
Um,
give her the letter. Like,
Okay. Yes. So she reaches out to take it, and you notice when she reaches her hand out towards you, her fingers, all of the flesh on them has been like stripped off,
Ugh.
and instead of bones, she has these like claws.
oh,
ugh.
she's like a combat hollow.
She has what? Instead
Like
of
She
bones?
has
a
She has
guard.
like sharpened talon-like claws instead of
Oh.
fingertip bones. So she takes the letter and stares at it.
We saw that before, didn't we? There was another hollow, combat hollow that had like stabby fingers.
Yes.
We've seen gold fingers.
Yes. There was the ones in way back that
And
like barrow place where the Karites who are aligned with
yeah.
the Hallamore people and the Cardinal.
Did they have stabby fingers?
Their claws, it was like much more like large and crude compared
Right,
to this.
like-
This is like very subtle and elegant, until the flesh is peeled off. But yeah, it's similar sort of thing. Just probably a lot higher quality craftsmanship. So she looks at the letter for probably like a full minute. You can actually see that she does appear to be reading it quite slowly and kind of like mouthing the words to herself. And she finally sort of like looks up and says, "Yes, I think this means that I should tell you where to find his things."
And then we can take you to Varkalish, I think.
To Dio?
Yes.
Okay, that is good.
Okay, interesting. Loyalty. Interesting. I don't know much about hollows, so.
She slowly stands to her foot.
She like balancing?
Yeah. Kind of puts a hand on the bar.
I'll try to study her, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, here. I'll hand her my staff. You can use this as like a crutch.
She will take it. Like, whenever she moves, you hear like joints popping and like the occasional sort of like tearing sound. It's not in a good way.
Yeah, she's fine.
She was probably laying under that for a long time, weeks. But yeah, she will follow along with you.
Do hollows need to eat?
No, they don't need to eat or sleep. They do need injections of this like serum at semi-regular bases.
When was the last time she got one of those? I asked
Probably
her.
not for at least 3 weeks.
Oh, shit.
How often do you normally get them?
What was that? Oh, she says the treatment. I think it would be good to have it.
Okay.
My my head feels mushy.
Could be
Hangover.
all the shotgun shot, but all the bird shot in your head. But
Okay.
You
Where do we-
aren't doing well.
No, I am damaged.
where do we
Mhm.
find the treatment?
In the basement.
Okay.
Okay.
What's in these doors?
So you open those doors. Seems to be a storage room for various fairly mundane things. It definitely has been sifted through. Several of the barrels are like smashed open. There is a small like sort of table with some books on them. They have most of them have been thrown to the ground, and several have been like burned. Maybe from the fire, maybe deliberately. There's a couple of tables. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay.
This seems kind of like just an extra sort of side room that has not been used for, like public for a while. Looking down the other way, however, there you do see there is a skeletal corpse
Oh shit.
sort of like kneeling on the ground there. And it's like has like flakes of ash sort of wafting off it, and like scorch marks around it. Like very, very burnt. Like the bone is burnt.
Does it have regular fingers or stabby fingers?
It seems to have regular fingers.
Okay.
And you see down at the end of the hallway, sort of opposite of the table, there is a
Regular fingers. Robin, what sort of fingers do you have? How do you know your
Stabby
fingers aren't
fingers.
stabby?
Down at the end of the hallway, there is this marble statue of a guy just sort of like holding a hand up. You've seen it before, passing
Have we
through.
been to Dow's basement before?
I have.
Yes, you have before. So the stairs, this goes down to the basement, and this goes up to the second floor.
Alright, so she said treatments in the basement.
Yes.
She's still like hobbling along after us?
Yep.
Okay. Come along.
She's not going fast. She's going at a solid three squares a turn. But well, I guess you are still invisible.
I figured we've been like, follow my voice.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to the basement. Meet us there.
Mr. Dibbs, you going up to the second floor?
Yeah. I haven't been up
Okay.
there.
No, you have been
That's
up there
where we
before.
That's where we normally meet with him, right?
Yeah, you normally meet in his office.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
so well, you turn around and like look up the stairs there, and you see the legs of a dead man hanging, sort of like, pretty much where you are right there.
Ah.
So I'll reveal the second story.
I was gonna say I can wait for them.
So over
Now
here.
I'm getting like some like horrifying Home Alone vibes.
Yep.
Like, no, dude, people died, and then the house burned down.
I mean, people in Home Alone, they definitely died.
I mean, they should have died.
Oh my
Well-
god! Someone
They
redid
can't
all
have
of the traps, but just like added blood.
Yeah. That's Corridor Digital, I think.
Oh, so good.
And then there's
okay.
a video of a doctor like going over what kind of injuries they would sustain. It's bad.
So yeah, so you guys are heading up the stairs. Sorry,
Oh.
you're.
I was heading down to do the treatment.
Are you going to split up?
I think so.
I mean, I'll go down the basement. I feel like that's.
Okay.
Then I can wait.
So you're going to wait on the stairs, just kind of looking up at the dead man's legs.
Yep.
Okay.
Like,
Just to be clear, you are communicating to each other just by talking, right?
Are we?
I mean, we're not shouting, I don't think, but.
But like normal speaking voices.
Yeah. And
Because you are kind of split up enough that whispering wouldn't really work while you're invisible and stuff.
And I am periodically just bored.
What was that? Borging to Paul?
Yeah, just make sure no one's like coming in behind us.
Good to know. Okay, so
I pretty much am kind of quiet while I'm roaming around here. Like I hear them go down. I'm like, oh, and I go up, and I don't really say anything when I see the legs. I just kind of, I'll wait.
So you're gonna wait right there?
Yeah.
Okay. That is like right over the body, so like down there would probably be when you initially saw it, because the legs are basically right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tara and Robin go down into the basement.
If I hear a ruckus, I'll go down.
Adeline, I assume that you want her to follow you for the treatment place. So down here, there's probably the most horrifying of bodies so far. So there is this this door with like there's like bars that you can see through there and a door. So you know there is like a parlor, like sitting room over here, which you've gone down to like to talk to him on a couple occasions. That's where he performed the exorcism to get rid of the shadow that was possessing your guy. And this is a body that has been all of its skin is gone. It has been removed. And there is a pit in its chest that is just like full of blood and viscera and a bunch of like streaks of like very linear streaks of blood are like stretching out from that point.
That's awful. I'm glad I'm not seeing that.
He had a chest alien and then it skinned him.
Or some sort of trap.
That explodes you inside out.
It's a good trap.
Maybe we ask what's her name?
She
Are there
slowly comes down the stairs after you.
There were organs in the hole in his chest?
Yeah, it's just like a fairly circular hole, kind of lower rib cage area. That just like all like internal organs, intestines and stuff all like mixed into this bloody slurry.
Is there like a hole in the wall or anything back here?
No.
Like size of a cannonball?
Stone wall.
Is this what happens when someone gets turned inside out? Because not that I've ever seen that.
To both give me smarts rolls.
6.
I forgot how smart I am. Ooh. 11.
Okay. So this guy has probably been here for at least 2 to 3 weeks. The blood is fresh, though.
Blood is fresh.
The blood is fresh,
What?
and it doesn't it doesn't even smell like it's rotting.
Oh, this is Bernard, isn't it?
Oh, you think this is the other hollow?
I wonder if he was like tortured or something to try to get, or for them to get access to his room.
Feel like only an idiot would torture a hollow.
Seems pointless.
Maybe they're idiots.
So
I don't know much about a hollow.
while you guys are looking at that, Adeline kind of like shuffles down here and like turns, sort of like stares at the body.
Do you know what that is?
It's a dead person.
Is like the body fresh, or just the blood?
It's not rotten.
Do you know what could have done this?
One of Dio's traps? I don't know.
Did
He just says that none of them will hurt us. I don't know what they do.
Okay. Do you know? This looks fresh. Did you hear someone rooting around back here?
Shakes
Maybe
her
they're
head.
quiet. Well, do you know how to open this door?
There's a key, but I don't have it.
Does Bernard?
So as you step up there, Tara,
No.
you get up kind of close to where the body is.
No. I don't want to turn
And-
inside out.
You see something moving inside of the pool of viscera, and then it starts to like bubble, and you see little fragments of like crawling things coming out and moving towards you.
Oh.
Crawling, bloody things. And we'll draw initiative and leave it there for tonight.
Ew.
Yep.
Draw initiative. And then leave before we fight, or
Okay, I'll spend
enough
all
for
my
that.
money.
Bye bye.
Ew.
Yep. So that's where we'll leave it.
It's gross.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I didn't even think about it, but this is definitely like if Home Alone was
R-rated.
like a dangerous occultist who spent years gathering like somewhat cursed artifacts.
who was forgotten at home by his mother.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Gets all vengeful.
What XP are you guys at?
79.
Okay, I thought so. So we'll wait until next
Yeah.
session for Legendary,
Yeah.
because next session should be a good one for that.
Woo.
Oh.
And
Sweet.
because you're about to be attacked by crawling flesh.
Something.
Swarm.
Flesh. We're about to be attacked by gross.
Fuck
Yep.
that is.
Nastiness.
Everything-
All right.
Everything
Oh, yeah.
at least. Wants to attack us.
I know.
What's that?
Look where the
So
time
that-
goes.
Wants to attack us. Mines. The weird growth things coming out of dead person viscera.
Who would have thought?
We get
Why don't
attacked
we
by
just-
not gross things.
Why don't we
Yeah,
just
like-
get normal enemies? Ugh. I'm good at fighting ruffians, and then when I did fight them, they turned out to be fucking weresharks.
Well,
So
you
it's like-
still beat them,
Yeah, but
and they weren't all were sharks.
no. So it's like it doesn't matter. Even if I think I'm fighting a person, I'm probably fighting some weird thing.
I mean, what is a person but a weird thing? Humans
Yeah,
are
I
weird.
mean this is a person, or at least what's left.
I guess it's like most normal people are. You're just gonna start carving through them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless we're fighting the Navy.
Well, yeah, I mean, like at this level of experience, obviously, the like finding people your level of competence doesn't happen every encounter.
No. But it's we either have to take down a challenge like the elves, or we cut through a bunch of minions to get to a captain or something.
We didn't even fight the elves for the
No.
most part.
No.
We sort of pushed them away from the boat and then shot at them with cannons.
Yep.
And that was more just like a fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, they weren't interested in just killing you. That would be boring. I mean, sure, they could have overwhelmed you with numbers and killed you, but what's the fun in that?
But then they have no,
Yeah,
they have
you
nothing
gotta
to do.
savor the entertainment.
Exactly.
You can't just kill them.
The coup
And
only
the
lasted so
entertainment got
long.
away.
Yeah,
But they did it entertainingly.
yeah, it was good enough. It was a good show.
Yeah. Did we make the ship
Tell that
fly to do that?
the elf with no name in my bottle.
Yeah, he's
Chunk of
probably
his
not
soul or whatever.
super happy.
So we never met the Duke.
I mean,
From afar.
were near him. He kind of looked at you and
But that's
acknowledged
Robin
you.
shot him.
But
Robin shot him multiple times.
Weren't we given? Yeah, well done. But I mean, that's not really meeting him. Weren't we given an invitation to meet him, or just to attend his bullshit?
I mean, he decreed that I was to be executed.
Oh,
I'm okay not meeting him.
gotcha.
It was unclear.
Okay.
I think it was just an invitation to his court.
Okay.
But he did seem to want to keep you there.
Yeah.
So, at least it was implied. He didn't really talk.
He just reigned a lot.
Yeah, he just reigned. In both
In both
REIGN and RAIN.
Mm-hmm.
I still think we should send him a
Wordplay.
red notice.
A what?
Well,
I
you
think
sold
that's
the
a
land
really
to Kaliman now, so he's the
That's
landlord.
true, but we owned
You
it
could-
for half a month.
That's true. Yeah, that's
We could
Month's
definitely
rent.
send him an invoice for a half month's rent on his shell castle.
Shellophone.
But
Yeah.
again, it comes down to mail.
That's true.
It's all about the mail.
How do you get the bill to him?
You gotta get the mailman to deliver there.
Oh man, I don't know how, but this campaign would have been fun if we were a mail ship.
Mailman. I
Fighting
mean,
off
mailmen are unironically great protagonists. I think Fallout New Vegas,
Yeah.
mailman in that one.
Yeah, you are a courier.
Also, like you're charged with delivering the things, and like stuff happens, especially in rough places.
No, like we could have been a mail ship, and it probably would have been interesting.
Yeah.
The mailman is a legitimate campaign.
I mean, like Futurama.
Yep. Hell's yeah.
Delivery.
Fuck yeah. We could be Futurama.
Yeah.
We even did a few
Think
deliveries
about that for
in Dark
future
Space.
campaign ideas.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
Dark
you
Space
did.
we.
We've got deliveries in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
IO.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of light smuggling.
Light smuggling.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, next time, this mess.
I don't
This.
know why. Whatever this
This
blob thing
fucking
does to
thing.
you.
This is one of the parts in the campaign where I just sit down and I'm like, okay, what's the worst thing that I could possibly think of? I'm gonna do that.
Oh, good.
I don't even know what it is, and it's pretty gross.
Yeah, we definitely should have just like noped on his invitation to go loot his. That was obviously a trap.
Oh, yeah, but were you actually gonna do that?
He even warned us about the traps. I
We
don't know
figured
if- is
that
it-
knowing. We figured knowing going in was okay. Like, we
Right,
know
I
him.
mean, He
be
said my
fine.
defenses were active, which might be underselling it a little bit on the horror
I
level.
mean, if if one of his defenses is just like having a horrible monstrosity in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have been a little more clear about that.
Careful, my defenses
You'll
are
be
up.
fine.
It's the monster
Whatever.
in the basement.
They're not good defenses if you spell them all out somewhere. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. If you write it down, anybody could have found that.
Yeah. I don't know. I never want to try fighting old Midge. Not that I think
No.
we would.
We'd get commissioned by her to fight someone else.
Anybody who gets to be that age as a like a learned spellcaster is probably not someone to mess with.
Yeah.
Old Midge ain't nothing to fuck with.
She figured out that whole soul thing real quick. That's not the first time she's seen an elf soul.
No.
Yeah, right? Ah, shard from an immortal being soul. That's pretty good stuff. On your way, Sonny.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Grandma.
Drug grandma.
Fucking old Mitch. All right.
Yeah.
Signing off.
Good game.
Toodaloo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab some food.
Yeah. Me too.
Later.